If you want to be the one that gets to take this TRX home along with $25,000 cash, get your entries locked in right now because 25X entries are ending in 1 day.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are not at the farm because the weather is off and on, it's raining. So we are back at the shop, and honestly, we want to show you guys something that has never happened to us before, and it's this car right here, this Hellcat that has just randomly showed up at the shop and been sitting for the past few days. So this right here is a 2019 Dodge Challenger Redeye that some tow truck driver randomly pulled up, dropped it off on the road, handed us the keys and said I was told to drop it off. So instead of leaving it out on the road, we pulled it in here and it sat here for a few days. And then we got a phone call from the previous farm owner that sold us our farm, and he said, hey, that's my car right there. This thing has been in an accident. I think he let somebody borrow it and they completely destroyed it. And he said it's clean title, has 4,000 miles, and he's like, hey, just shoot me an offer on it. Let's make a deal. He wants it gone. So it's been sitting here. He wants us to go through it, look at it before we do any offers. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We have time to do it, and we're gonna check this thing out. Hey, put the booster boxes on. No, nothing,
Dude,
no power.
shut it.
No power.
Come on, David.
This thing is freaking dead.
David got a dead booster box.
No power.
Oh my gosh. What the heck? There you go.
The airbag helping out now. That's a good thing.
Shut it down, hurry up.
Nothing.
Nothing. Hit the zapper button. There you go. Woo!
That was random. So now that the rain is pretty much out of the way, we're gonna give you guys a complete walk around of all the damages. And some of the main damage on this car is this front end. And it actually doesn't look too bad because the bumper is actually hiding a lot of it. But I believe I heard the guy say this thing was sent up into the air at a high rate of speed and landed or something like that. And all up underneath this thing, it may not look like it, but it's all pushed in and it looks pretty bad under there. So that thing looks nasty. But check out this sick Redeye hood, man. I love the little double nostrils right there, but there's also a bunch of dents and dings all over the hood that possibly make this thing unrepairable. But I mean, just look at that right there. That's beautiful, man. Don't look at it too long. Let's actually open that back up, because what is that right there that I just noticed, man? How do you even do that? That's oh, radiators pushed well up into the engine right there. But dude, this is what a Redeye engine looks like. Looks like normal, just got a little red in the eye right there. Look at that,
But
man.
this is almost 800 horsepower right here. So dude,
797 to be exact,
yes.
But you can call it 800 horsepower. That's a whole nother 100 horsepower over a regular Hellcat, dude.
Dude, I think the supercharger is ported or something. I think it might be a bigger supercharger,
I mean,
dude.
and it comes with a green belt right away, so that just knows this thing. And it comes with the cold air, man. So this thing probably whines right off the bat. And good thing that it just rained, because we honestly just noticed 4 dents on each corner of this sunroof. Man, this thing took a hit so hard that it actually buckled, but we can fix that. That's the least of our worries. So let's see what a 4,000 mile interior looks like. It actually looks not too good.
Look at these beautiful red door panels, beautiful seats, dude. This is pretty sick.
Dude, this thing is fully loaded. I mean, red leather. I mean, look at, smells new. Got that sunroof right there, which is beautiful, but every airbag in this thing is completely blown. I mean, if this thing had more airbags, they'd all blow. The dash, which we've changed one of these before, there ain't too difficult. Dang, look at that. Even has glass shards just completely. Wait, where did glass come from? Where did glass come from?
I have no idea. Beer.
Meth pipe. The owner did say, I think drugs were involved, so I'm not surprised here. But other than that, I mean, seats definitely could be saved. Sew those suckers back up. Airbags can be replaced. I mean, all this stuff is just bolts. We can just bolt it off and bolt it back on new. And now back here, we got this sweet little speed dovetail spooler that this Redeye came with, which looks really cool. But also we got some damage on this rear bumper that's popped off, and the taillight is kind of out of whack. So we don't know what's going on up underneath this thing. And that's honestly what it's gonna come down to. So we're gonna throw this thing on the lift, check out what's going on, seeing if this thing is even worth it.
No power steering?
No power steering, no coolant, no nothing, so we gotta be quick.
Dang. Look at the top speed on this thing.
That's probably the top speed of the last speed that this thing ever seen.
The last top speed ever. Dang, this thing looks good in the garage. Woo. Is that a little bit of E85 that I smell?
Almost looked like this thing was tuned and all sorts of stuff, but nah, this thing's straight stock OEM, which is a really good thing, you know what I mean? Really good thing. But 172 on the top speed, that's fast. Because I've went in our other Challenger, I think top speed 150, and that felt like I was floating. 170, man, that's crazy. All right, so before we crawl up underneath this car, we want to just mention the deal that the owner actually offered us for this thing and another car. So he wants to sell 2 cars for the price of 1, and the other car is actually another Trackhawk that has some damage, but it's super slight. It only needs like a front bumper, and that's pretty much it. But he wants to sell both of them clean titles for $100,000, which that's actually not a big price, because just a Trackhawk alone with 17,000 miles costs around that price, you know what I mean? So
yes, sir, dude.
I think that's a pretty fair deal, honestly.
It is, dude. But honestly, I feel like we only need one of these projects, because this one right here, I think we can get for a really good deal. We already have 2 Trackhawks here. 2
Trackhawks. We don't need a third one, so we may end up just seeing if we can just take this off his hand for the right price, of course, because this thing needs some work right there, and we don't need another Trackhawk right now. Maybe later down the road. But let's just show you guys what's going on up under here. The scary stuff. I mean, right off the bat, these 2 pieces is the subframe, and these things are completely done. They got hit with such a force to bend this thick steel, it almost took out this engine. I mean, look at that. The oil pan luckily stopped it right there, but this thing even got bent backwards. So that means all the suspension and everything got pushed back, even the engine, because that's exactly what it all holds. So in order to replace a subframe, you have to pretty much drop the engine and transmission. So that's a lot of work on its own, because I even hopped over here and I'm looking at these bolt holes and everything. It all got slid back. So this felt some force. I mean, to push everything backwards, it got hit super hard. And also, if you look right here at this frame rail, so there's some tearing going on right there. So it tore off a bolt right there, which I don't even know how you would replace that. That's crazy. Maybe you have to do some welding, some straightening, but the front end is pretty bad. And as for the back end, honestly, this makes me not want to buy it, because it does not look too crazy, but it's actually pretty crazy. This whole entire tire spare carrier belly pan actually got pushed up. There's tearing going on over here. The frame rail on this side even looks pretty bad. Like, that is crazy. I believe the exhaust, or whenever this thing jumped, everything got pushed up, and it kind of pushed the frame up. So there's gonna be some framework in the back, some pretty serious stuff. Either replace this pan right here or fix it. I mean, that right there kind of scares me a little bit. I don't know what we're gonna do. I just hope we get a good deal for this thing.
Hey, Simon.
Hey, Larry, how are you?
I'm good. How about you, buddy?
I'm doing great. So I got this Challenger over here in my garage, and I got it up on the lift, and I kind of wanted to run a few things by you right quick. So we found a little bit more damage than we anticipated. The whole subframe, I mean, we know that that was damaged, but it pushed the whole engine and transmission back, and the front frame rails got a little bit of damage too. And in the rear, we found some frame damage as well. So
well, when it come down landed, didn't you? Okay.
Yeah, and it looks like we're gonna even have to. We might have to even change the whole pan in the back, in the trunk area.
I think just lifted up a new car, sit down on it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, honestly, I don't know how we're gonna replace some of this stuff, but I was thinking about it. I mean, we can still get it off your hands, and I was gonna see if you maybe just wanted to sell just the Challenger without the Trackhawk, because we already got these 2 Trackhawks, and it's filling up our garage, and we're gonna see.
What do you want to pay for the Challenger?
So I was thinking maybe like 25 grand.
No, I don't want to sell it for that. One of them motors are probably at.
Well, how much? What kind of deal would you want to work out if we did throw in the Trackhawk?
I like that $100,000 offer myself.
Let me send you some pictures of these damages, because
No, I believe you. Hey, I believe you. You know what you're talking about.
it's just a lot of work. That's all it is. It's just a whole bunch of work.
I'm gonna bring you a towel in there and pick up a check then.
Alrighty. Well, I guess we'll see you on Monday then.
Okay, I'll come by on Monday. Have a good day, buddy.
You too. Thank you so much, Larry.
Bye.
Take care. See you. Bye. So you guys just heard it. We just bought this sucker for $30,000, which honestly, I think that's a steal of a deal. Although it has a bunch of damage, I mean, there's a bunch of good things about it. So it's probably going to cost us about 15 grand to repair. And then in total, I think we'll be in it in probably like $45,000, and we can maybe sell it for like what, $55,000, $60,000. So that makes sense. That's about right. When you work on wrecked cars, you want to have those profit margins when you do go to sell the car. But man, other than that, other than the damages, dude, it's pretty mint. I mean, look at this diff right here. Do you see a drop of oil there?
No,
nope.
sir.
And also look at the brakes. I mean, barely any dust there. Control arms. It's a super low mileage car. Super awesome. And this beats going to any auction. There's no fees. There's no any hidden damages. We were able to inspect this whole entire car. So, dude, I think that's just awesome, dude. $30,000. We're going to get onto that project here really soon. But first, we're going to get this Mercedes finished up, guys. This is going to be insane as well. So we just wanted to update you guys real quick. We'll order all those parts, have that on the way, but this thing is going to be next. So with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Definitely drop all your comments and thoughts down below. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.